KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for a look at the news for a Tuesday. It's the 29th day of May for 2018. Topping the news this morning, on Thursday of last week, Amador County asked that the U.S. Supreme Court overturn an appeals court decision that backed the U.S. Department of Interior's land into trust acquisition for the Buena Vista Casino property, saying the acquisition was an improper expansion of the Indian Reorganization Act. Amador County is arguing that the department's decision approving the casino project for the Ione Band of Miwok Indians goes against the long-standing law that puts an emphasis on a 1934 deadline. According to the county, a tribe must have been under federal jurisdiction by that year, or the Reorganization Act says the Department of Interior cannot acquire land for it. The Ione Band wasn't under federal jurisdiction by then, so Amador's brief states the Ninth Circuit decision got it wrong by allowing the action. The county claims that as of 1934, all the Ione Band had was the efforts of a local Bureau of Indian Affairs agent between about 1915 and 1925 who unsuccessfully tried to get the tribe land. According to the county, the appeals court also wrongly allowed the tribe to pursue gambling under an exemption in the Indian Gaming Regulatory Act for lands taken into trust as part of the restoration of lands for an Indian tribe that is restored to federal recognition. Again, Amador states that the Ione Band should not qualify as a restored tribe, arguing that the Department of Interior's action conflicted with congressional intent. The Ione Band has urged the U.S. Supreme Court to reject Amador's challenge to the U.S. Department of Interior's land into trust acquisition, saying the Ninth Circuit correctly interpreted federal law in backing the department's decision.
Well, more trouble for one of the state's largest public utility companies. I should say the state's largest public utility company. Not one of, but it is the biggest. Now, on Friday, CAL FIRE released their findings into the causes of 4 wildfires last October. The findings are pointing to PG&E violations in 3 of them. According to the investigators' summaries, the determined cause of the October 8th McCourtney fire in Nevada County was a tree located too close to power lines, which fell on the lines. The incident burned 76 acres and destroyed 13 structures. Investigators state that the October 8th Lobo fire in Nevada County and the October 9th Honey fire in Butte County, both caused by parts of trees making contact with power lines due to insufficient clearance. The Lobo fire charred 821 acres, destroying 47 structures, while the Honey fire burned 76 acres, but no structures involved. Now, in the LaPorte fire in Butte County, which ignited October 9th, even though it was caused by tree branches falling onto PG&E power lines, there were no violations of state law. The blaze burned 8,417 acres, destroyed 74 structures. Well, none of these specific wildfire incidents caused any injuries or deaths to civilians or fire personnel. The 3 incidents where fault was demonstrated collectively destroyed about 1,000 acres and well over 100 structures.
Well, Sutter Creek fire crews responded to a call yesterday to rescue a horse from a mine shaft behind Amador City. With the assistance of Amador Fire, crews were able to rescue Ranger from a cistern full of water. Utilizing portable pumps, firefighters lowered the level of the water to allow Ranger to be able to stand and breathe. Loomis Basin Equine Medical Center and Lynch's Automotive were called in with specialized equipment to treat and lift Ranger from his predicament. After being removed, Ranger was treated by the on-site vet, and after a short time, Ranger was back up, walking and eating. He was transported to Lawton Ranch for a little rehab, maybe a little horsing around. Fire officials did not say how Ranger ended up in the mine shaft, probably by horsing around.
Well, the preparation for the retrial of Isaiah Fowler will continue in court this week. Judge Susan Harlan last Friday scheduled another pretrial conference for this Thursday at 1:30 for a further update on the review of the testimony from the previous trial. Now, Fowler's defense team and DA's office are in the process of reviewing more than 2,700 pages of testimony from the boy's previous trial, to determine what evidence would be admissible in court. According to Judge Harlan, the attorneys are still working on an agreement about how to present the case, and it's possible there would be no live testimony. Isaiah Fowler is set to be retried in Calaveras County Superior Court June 19th.
And Blood Source will hold a blood drive in Valley Springs to meet the community's need for blood and blood products. The drive is set for today, 1:30 to 6:30 at the Valley Springs Sports and Fitness Center. The blood drive is sponsored by the Motherlode Council of Knights of Columbus, and participants will be entered into a drawing for items from local merchants. Donate and get either a San Francisco Giants or Oakland A's donor T-shirt online. Now, if you have any questions, save them. Show up 1:30 to 6:30 today. Give the gift of life. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Tuesday morning. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather, 24 hours a day, visit our website, kvgcradio.com. From the KVGC News Center,
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting.